It's however a concern to try and identify a candidate of suicide through predisposing factors that may lead to suicide, as our psychologist tells.
For instance, of course, withdrawal may be one of them. This person withdraws, and probably as they've been withdrawing, then all of a sudden you see they're happy. What we talked about, yeah? That this person may also be happy. Then, of course, it could be they keep on complaining. Oh, I don't know this, I don't have this, I do not have this. So they have basically a negative attitude. Negative attitude towards self, negative attitude towards others, negative attitude towards their work. It's okay as a human being, it's okay to experience all those emotions, anger, hurt, betrayal, you still can express them. But when you find it is a dominant emotion on this person, then they are likely candidate. When somebody is behaving like that, then you know all is not well.
Utterances of some of the people may also trigger one's mind on the target of a person who may tend to commit suicide.
Very close people. If you hear people saying, and by the way, I might go for a journey, or maybe whatever is happening, some of us may not witness it. So when you hear such things, when people are talking, then you're like, how comes? Not all. But unfortunately now, the significant others now come to say those things later on. You see, like now that case of Wetaidie person, the brother is reportedly to have said that the deceased brother now was saying, maybe that person who committed suicide found solution. So those are things we may not take for granted if people are mentioning that, or even saying it. By the way, people say, na mimi, I'm really, me naona like I want to kill myself, or I will kill myself, or suppose I kill myself. You know, it's not good to imagine that it can't happen. We said 90% of those cases, they end up committing suicide.
Do you believe that maybe generational inheritance can lead to this? Maybe your grandma did it, your father did it, then you do it. Does that apply?
Yes, that factor also is it's called genetic factors. You know, the way you are brought up, the way you in your environment, what you saw. Even issues like now, you see anger, for example, it can be seen the way now probably you learned as a child, for people to solve problems, they must fight. And therefore it is possible. It can be handed down, that one can be. And also maybe you could also inherit, probably you may not inherit the committing of suicide, but you may inherit the factors. Issues of depression can be inherited. Issues of anger management, you know, the way this person talks, manages the anger is the way also the children does.
It's however recommended that the survivor of the suicide should take counseling sessions to heal gradually. Through exposing their hidden information makes them heal quickly.
Begin by tell me you are. The person says their problem. Then now you're able to ask them, tell me about your family members. Then they will family background. Then they will narrate to you the family background. Tell me issues that happened when you are growing up. Until we also ask them about their anger, their judgmental aspects, how they view things, and how the problem has generated. We also in our intake form has any suicidal ideations, and some will say yes. Then you also start from there. How comes you want to commit suicide? They are able to, you know, counseling is not a question of telling people what to do, but it is when you sit down with a client or when you sit down with a counselor, they open up your mind. You know, you are able to see, oh, apart from doing this, I can also do this. So counseling helps, but then again there's something people think when you come for counseling, one session is enough. It is not. We normally have like maybe 1 to around 10 sessions with a professional counselor.
And with the victimized clients, how does the practitioner brush away the negative mindset?
So as a counselor, you help them see what other benefits do they have. You know, life, okay, you're telling me life is like this and this, because also people may commit suicide because of traumatic episode. But now we help them to get out of there and to see, apart from that trauma, apart from that problem I'm having, what else? What positive thing can I also count? Sit down, they are able to see, and by the way, I have this, and these are the.
And anyway, why do we have men as the high-rated casualties of suicide?
Men tend to be, just by the way, that is natural. By nature, the way they are made, they tend to keep things to themselves. Yeah. But also now that is maybe the way they are made, but also there is that element of socialization. It's very, very great. Mm-hmm. Maybe the cultural aspect is more than even genetic. How are our boys and how do we bring up the boys? Hey, you are a man, and being a man is tough. You're not supposed to go talking about your problems to just anybody, and you're supposed to provide for your family, and you're supposed to be man enough. You know, we even say man enough. Mm-hmm. Yes, you are the sole breadwinner of your family. You are the head of your family. You know, that is reinforced. Mm-hmm. As the children are growing up, and that's also reinforced even in our social gatherings.
Group counseling is also a way of healing due to a platform that is laid for sharing of experiences.
Unfortunately, we have so many groups, even Chama for women, for money, investments. See, even men nowadays, they are having them. But rarely do people talk about the psychological element. They'll just talk about how to invest, how to buy plots. There's also a problem we have with our society that some things are taboo. If I had problems with my spouse, I do not want my neighbor to know. Those are what they are called family secrets. You know, it's a high time we break them, because the so-called family secrets are the ones ultimately which are causing people either to kill others or to.
And it's not just by any counselor. Religious leaders too have a huge task to lead the sheep, and thus all needed to be professionals too to impact in their delivery.
The church is doing a very good job, but sometimes you also have some church maybe leaders who are not professional counselors, you know, and maybe the way they will do it, and they will do it with a very clean heart and a well-intentioned, but they may harm more than good. So that is why we encourage like those leaders in churches and, you know, to also take course in counseling psychology, so that they're able to understand the behavior of this person, and they're able to, above all, get the skills.
It's however the burden of everyone to take part in creating awareness and share anti-suicidal guides in the society.
Then we also, as counsellors, a body of counsellors, we are really also appealing to the government.
Sirikali has got very little to do on this. Why do I say so? It's the society which is changing with time. You know, there before, we had a very cohesive society, whereby you could just come, we share the problem you have. And that problem is just between me and you. But you can only sort it out by talking, expressing. You may relate a story, whatever you are going through, to me, and I relate mine. You'll find that yours is not even more serious than what you are hearing from me. Then that one will heal you.
It's because counseling, by the way, is under the Ministry of Health. Mm-hmm. So if now this can be availed to the people, and thankfully, now the Focus TV that you are doing it now, people can see the need for counseling.
Focus TV, I am Miri Mwangi.